Imagine that you are in a state of neutrality, where everything you project is from neutrality, a state of being where you are in a very good source self connection. And your source self connection is pure light. So everything you project is pure neutrality, and everything that is reflected back to you is that same type of light. It's totally possible to have to get through a phase in this game where you're wondering, what's the point? It's all kind of fake. And I can absolutely understand that. I'm familiar with it. But you have to understand that when you truly are neutral, then each and every given scenario, everything you see in front of you, your day, all your thoughts or things, is reflected back to you differently, totally differently, than when you have a lot of polarity in your projection. Of course, if you have a lot of polarity in your projection, you will have a lot of polarity in your reflection. If you have a lot of darkness, or if you have simply just a lower frequency way of perceiving things, then the things that come back to you is also going to be the same type of frequency. And you can see this right now, if you want. You could imagine the most beautiful place on earth. Maybe there is a place you have seen and it was magical to you. Well, that's simply just your opinion. You can change your perception of that place right now. You see, everything just is. And it is up to you to energize it and make it great. And the same goes for your day. The same goes for your surroundings, how you think everything look, even the contrast in the picture you can see around you. So having a great day mindset is essentially about you making the best out of something that just is. Because each and every place on earth just is. Every day just is. And if you can raise your frequency and project or perceive it from your neutral state of being, then you're going to see something totally different than what you will see on the lower frequencies. Essentially, you can understand that if you have to try to always make things so beautiful, or to make everything so great and spectacular, then you're going to wear yourself out a little bit. If you just stop trying and just let it be and have a great mindset about it. I'm not saying that fake it till you make it is the wrong approach. It can very often be exactly what will get you to where you want to be. But you have a lot of perceptions throughout the day. And if you are going to energize everything to be beautiful, or to be something that you really like, then you can get a little worn out. Stop trying so hard. Just let everything be. If it is overall life, if it is your day, if it is your surroundings, whatever it should be, anything that you could energize and perceive, just let it be. And of course, if you can practice being neutral about it, then you will eventually get to the place where everything is perceived from a neutral place of being. And remember, it is this light, this high frequency, neutral, source light that is projecting at that point. You can tap into it right now, absolutely, at least to some extent, especially if you enter the silence and you just relax and you allow yourself to simply just be. you might have a sensation to some degree of what I'm talking about. I could try to explain what it is that you are experiencing when you are in that neutrality, but words really are not really capable of explaining things like that very well in this game. Essentially what I'm saying is that life can be absolutely tremendously amazing, and it can be like that constantly. And yes, life is challenging, but it will really pay off for those that are smart about it, those that really want to experience that type of frequency. And yes, I mean amazing. It can be amazing. But what is it really that is so amazing about it? Well, it's really down to the simple things. That you get to be here and experience this and have a body and a mind, and that you can think and create the path in front of you, that you can breathe and be healthy. You know, all those things that might not seem so significant, they get a totally different meaning, especially on a higher frequency. You know, when you are in a good state of mind, when you feel good, when you are positive and have a great neutrality. It is a game that you have created, and you know that it is an amazing game. And if you're thinking something else now, then you are wrong. You're wrong. You are not in a very good connection with the ultimate truth. If you're sitting here and not thinking that this is an amazing game, I would suggest that you just stop trying, stop fighting it, stop giving into a negative idea of the game. Just let it be. Practice the silence, practice being in a neutral, good source self-connection, and you'll probably like the game a lot. You know, there is always so much more that can be said. I think right now it could be wise to mention that it is a frequency game. It is up and down. There are seasons, and there are even seasons in a day. And there is just not all type of experiences that are suitable to have at any type of season throughout the day. Don't misunderstand if you suddenly don't feel good about something when it's not really the time to feel so good about it. I'm just saying that you probably can't enjoy any random type of thing at any time. There is a time for all things. And if you can be open to a source guidance, is it time to make music right now? You know, or is it time to relax? Is it time to clean the house? If you're misunderstanding and you try to clean the house when it's not the time to do it, then life isn't going to be so very good at that point. Just relax a little. Ask yourself, what would you really enjoy doing right now? And don't be so strict on yourself. It's not all just about eating salad and doing sit-ups. You know, do what you want to do. Have fun. Follow your joy. And remember that it is you that energize everything. You project and get it reflected back. If you have low frequencies in it, then you will have low frequencies in it. And if you can practice being in your neutral balance, then you have a totally different type of energy that gets projected and reflected. You can really learn to stay in that energy. And if you go outside and you see a scene, you're going to have very different thoughts and perspectives of that scene than you would have if you were very negative. It could be a beautiful park, and even though it isn't necessarily the most beautiful park in the whole world, it is absolutely a great park. And you would enjoy sitting there, you would enjoy being in that park, and you see many opportunities there. You see many things to enjoy, and if you had been very negative, well, you know, it could be a lot of negativity around your mindset of that park. And of course, the same thing goes with your day, it goes with life. Rather choose to be someone who doesn't have so much opinions. You actually really don't have the freedom to have opinions in this game. If you don't like salad, that's fine, but salad isn't a bad thing. Salad is actually very good. Oranges are very good. You can't have an opinion. You just don't enjoy them. Right? And life, it is a great thing. Even if you don't perceive it like that. It is a really great thing. It is a really cool thing. You might not perceive it like that, but then you're living an illusion. And any type of opinion that you choose to take on is just going to pull you down and limit you. You know, it builds a certain type of character that doesn't serve you. It pulls you into different type of realms, manipulates you, and you might think you are getting somewhere by having all these opinions. But really, you're just sabotaging everything for yourself. Just be neutral. So if you have benefited from this video, kindly consider supporting my work through PayPal or Patreon. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you. Thank you so much.